The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Championship.
Possibly the two biggest egos in all of wrestling history are about to collide here tonight.
From San Antonio, Texas, weighing in at 227 pounds, the WWE European Champion, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
How many times have we heard Shawn Michaels say, "I won't lay down for anybody"? And how many times have we heard Bret say, he's the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be? It is put up or shut up time for both men.
Well, Shawn Michaels certainly not endearing himself to the fans here in Canada.
Well, HBK is arrogant, but he is the greatest athlete in the history of World Wrestling Entertainment, bar none.
I'd like to see you tell Bret Hart that. You can feel the electricity.
His opponent from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, weighing in at 234 pounds, he is the WWE Champion, Bret Hitman Hart!
And what an ovation for the 21-year veteran who debuted at the age of 19 in 1976 in Calgary.
Shawn Michaels would not allow D-Generation X to accompany him to the ring tonight, and likewise, Bret Hart would not allow the Hart Foundation to accompany him either.
You know, this is not about the money. This might not even be about the title.
These two men truly believe in their hearts that they are the better man.
Oh, come on, guys. Let's not kid ourselves. This is all about power. You know it, and I know it.
The WWE Championship, one of the most highly contested titles in the world of professional wrestling. Will Bret Hart remain champion? Will Shawn Michaels carry the gold once again? There is so much electricity in the air here tonight in Montreal. This is always going to be a big match for both Shawn and Bret, but squaring off in Montreal only adds to the importance of tonight. This isn't just a huge match for both these men. This may be one of the biggest matches we've ever seen in WWE.
Yeah, the title almost feels secondary tonight, which is crazy to even say out loud. This feud has been boiling for years, and it never seems like it will fully be settled. I know this is going to be one we'll talk about for years.
This Canadian biased crowd continues to let Shawn Michaels know what they think about him. A very hostile environment for HBK.
Yeah, and Shawn has never done himself any favors towards changing that.
Quick pin, championship on the line. HBK is the new WWE champion.
Here is your winner, and the new WWE Champion, Shawn Michaels!
This has been one of the most heated rivalries we've ever seen. Bret and Shawn are just so diametrically opposite. I don't think there's any way they could ever coexist peacefully.
It's really a matter of pride versus arrogance, and each of them are guilty of both. You can literally feel how much tension there is in the air here in Montreal.
It's been rumored that if he loses here tonight, this might be Bret's last match in the WWE. That just adds to how much is on the line here.
Every shot these two throw at each other tonight is being delivered with such venom, such disdain.
Oh, that's to be expected the way these two have been exchanging verbal jabs at each other for a long time now.
I can only put it this way. The words Bret and Shawn use for each other are not suitable for children to hear.
To be honest, they're not suitable at a bar either, Wade.
Oh, no, not at all. You'll have quite the ruckus at the pub using the names Bret and Shawn have called each other.
Unleashing a barrage on their opponent.
And he finds a way to elude that attack. I can't think of two men who are more equally matched than Shawn and Bret. This has been an absolutely incredible year for both of them, possibly the pinnacle of both of their careers.
It'll be interesting to see what the deciding factor in this match is. Right now, you have to think this is all about surviving here at Survivor Series. Oh, he timed that counter well. And Michaels, of course, has done nothing to endear himself to this Montreal early cover for the title. He throws his shoulder up before two.
He thought he could get this thing finished fast.
Oh, this is gonna hurt. Just a barrage of elbow drops into the chest.
Unleashing a barrage on their opponent.
Michaels doing what he can to keep his pace in this matchup. Ref, are you blind? And the champ is feeling the effects of that cheap shot. Ooh!
Just like that, Shawn evades.
He's out of the ring. What does he have in mind now?
Double underhook applied.
Butterfly suplex. This Canadian biased crowd continues to let Shawn Michaels know what they think about him. A very hostile environment for HBK.
Yeah, and Shawn has never done himself any favors towards changing their opinion either. At least we can say Michaels isn't prejudiced to who he insults. If you have a pulse, you're fair game.
Looks like he's coming back in. Headed out of the ring, but the count is looming.
Hart pausing to soak up the adulation. Michaels goes flying to the outside.
Heading out, but needs to be aware of the referee's count. HP, uh-oh.
Change of plans, a hit to the stomach.
And we all know how good these two men are in the ring. You can argue two of the best to ever do it. But tonight, I don't think either man cares about showing off technical skill. These two just want to fight.
When it's gotten to this level, when it has become so personal, there is nothing else to expect. All that is left is a down and dirty fight between two guys that hate each other's guts.
Oh, and he gets discarded out of the ring. From the top, through the air, and connects.
Putting it all on the line and coming up big with a breathtaking move.
He's got him now. DDT! Gotta act fast to beat the count.
The seconds are ticking away. Oh!
And now headed to the outside.
Using that barricade with great effect. Hart with a...
Uh-oh. Michaels turns that around. Thrown out of ringside and back to the mat. Oh, cover. We can have a new champ here. And a kick out at only one.
It might be stubbornness or it might be lunacy, but he is refusing to stay down here.
Oh, strong impact. And he's going to the outside, which will start a count out.
And Hart is channeling the energy of this crowd.
Again, Michaels is headed out of the ring.
Woo! Rough landing right on the back.
And the Hitman continues to deliver irreparable damage onto Michaels. And he exits the ring.
Better watch the count.
And he gets delivered back into the ring.
The crowd is behind Shawn, and he knows it.
Oh, great wherewithal there. This personal rivalry goes so far back. You can see the seeds of it when they were both tag team competitors, part of the Hart Foundation and the Rockers. Each man becoming breakout stars and leaders of a new generation in WWE. Up until that point, it was professional. But recent years and the weight of carrying the industry have changed these men.
The turning point was WrestleMania, Cole, when Bret was screwed out of the title in that
Figure 4. He makes the choice to abandon the hold.
Quick maneuvering, managing to avoid that bit of offense.
The momentum is squarely on Hitman's side now.
Hitman proving he's done his homework on HBK right here. And gets sent right into the corner.
Hitman now dropping his opponent, and what are we cooking up here? Oh my! Figure 4 leg lock assisted by the ring post!
Ring post figure 4 by Bret Hart.
Bret's bent on destroying HBK with moves like that. Beautiful side Russian leg sweep.
And to speak on the elephant in the room, yes, there's been a lot of speculation that if Bret Hart loses this match, this will be his last match in WWE.
Yeah, I tried to get a word from the Hitman earlier today about the rumors, but I was quickly escorted away by his Hart Foundation brethren.
It's a rumor cloud that hangs above the collective minds of this capacity crowd. Such an anxious feeling inside this arena.
Ooh! Sliding back into the ring. He's really pushing the limit here, getting close to a countout.
Take off! Good Lord! Taking flight!
However much you think that hurt, I promise you, it was way worse.
Flying ringside with pinpoint accuracy.
Shawn is in the zone and letting the opposition know it.
He's looking to take things to the outside now. Crucifix!
Ooh. And the knee.
Nah, just like that, he's busted wide open.
Opening up the floodgates.
From the top! You gotta be kidding me!
What a crushing impact on the outside. Kids, do not try that at home.
Look out! Diving hammer strike! Attempting high-risk move after high-risk move at a breakneck pace. This is a man possessed. Going again.
From above.
And Brett off the top rope and the referee knocked down, guys.
Well, took down Shawn Michaels, but accidentally took down the ref in the process. And at this point, all bets are off.
Michaels to the eyes of the Hitman. Shawn taking advantage of the referee's state at the moment. But what is HBK thinking now? Oh,
and now looking for a sharpshooter. Bret Hart's own move. Shawn Michaels trying to turn him on his belly.
And the referee dropped once again as Bret kicked Michaels away.
And another ref's in.
What is going on here?
I guess we're not going to get a screw job tonight, Wade.
There's press! There's press!
Brutality. Michaels now looking to put the final nail in the Hitman's coffin.
The wherewithal to counter HBK.
Finds the advantage after a string of counters.
Hoisted up high here.
Ooh, pinpointing the trachea.
Right to the gut.
Oh, here comes a brutal bit of back and forth.
Looks like a hockey fight's just broken out.
Giving up now is not an option. They have to finish this. Exhaustion setting in, and neither one of them is letting up.
This has turned into a violent game of chicken. Who's going to step off the gas first?
The willpower, the sheer guts of these two. With an uppercut. Nice takedown. Gonna step through into the vintage sharpshooter from Bret Hart.
Sharpshooter applied. And this has to be doing a major number on the back.
Seemingly no way to alleviate the pressure. Bret retains the title.
Here is your winner and still WWE Champion, Bret Hitman Hart!
You can feel the uncertainty in the air already.
Yeah, who knows what Bret is going to do now?
A lot of questions still unanswered here.
Punk is here, and he is ready to return to the Extreme.
Falls Count Anywhere in the ECW arena against Cactus Jack. I have a feeling that Extreme will only be scratching the surface during this match.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
Taking nothing away from Punk, an ECW World Champion in his own right. Is he truly ready for tonight? Because the ECW that CM Punk was a part of and the ECW that Cactus Jack was a part of are two completely different breeds.
Very true, but Punk has always embodied the heart and soul of ECW, no matter what era. And we know he's got a big enough chip on his shoulder to want to prove that at any cost tonight.
What we should really worry about is what Cactus Jack plans to do to Punk's heart and soul tonight. Because if Cactus has his way, it won't be pretty. And it won't be for the faint of heart.
CM Punk ready to go to battle. Ready to stand toe-to-toe with ECW's infamous Cactus Jack.
A disturbed, violent man with his sights set on CM Punk.
From Truth or Consequences, New Mexico, weighing in at 287 pounds, Cactus Jack!
Whether it's in Truth or Consequences, New Mexico, Tokyo, Japan, or Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Cactus Jack is revered as the most sacred of all hardcore icons around the world. And with the Falls Count Anywhere stipulation tonight, he might just drag CM Punk all the way around the globe during this match. Two men who have no problem making a show of force to get their message across.
And there is no better stipulation in no better venue to make such a show of force than a Falls Count Anywhere match in the ECW arena.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have no idea what we're going to see in this match. I just know that if either man has their way, we'll be seeing someone standing tall over a bloody foe.
Well, don't be so sure the winner won't be a bloody mess, too. Cactus Jack may be violence personified, but CM Punk didn't become the best in the world by shying away from getting his hands dirty when the situation called for it. And in Falls Count Anywhere, you best believe the situation definitely calls for it.
Cactus on the receiving end. Now bringing the fight back into the ring. Oh, sit-out slam. Folks, I can already warn you, this match will not be for the faint of heart. The war of words between these two men, CM Punk and Cactus Jack, has come and gone, and now it's time for a war of wills, a war of weapons, a war of whatever sadistic machinations have been running through these men's minds.
It does not get more hardcore than the ECW arena, especially when it's Falls Count Anywhere. CM Punk and Cactus Jack, two men who remain stalwart and resolute in their convictions through blood, sweat, and tears.
Smart money's on a whole lot of all three of those things in this match, gentlemen. Cactus will make sure of it.
And he manages to escape just in the nick of time.
Northern Lights. A Falls Count Anywhere match certainly lends itself to extreme activity. There are no rules that govern how you score said pinfall or submission. We both know Punk and Jack are certainly able to get extreme.
Both men have strong ties to the birthplace of Extreme, ECW. CM Punk began his career in WWE as part of the ECW brand, with multiple ECW title reigns to his name. Cactus Jack put the company on the map during its infancy and became a multi-time tag team champion during ECW's heyday.
It's once again an ECW original versus some new blood. Let's see which side prevails this time. Cactus Jack can really brawl with the best of them, especially the more physical the match gets. In fact, that increased physicality only seems to fuel him even more in a fight.
Yeah, that's the sadistic nature of Cactus Jack in full effect. Cactus knows how to tap into something dangerous, something unpredictable, something that most superstars wouldn't even dare to go anywhere near. But as we all know, CM Punk is just built different. And when Punk has to, he can tap into something dangerous himself.
Cactus Jack is having problems here.
Yeah, CM Punk is looking to inflict as much punishment as he can to truly slow Cactus Jack down.
And slides back into the ring. He's headed out to the ringside area.
CM Punk turning his attention to the WWE Universe now.
I understand getting yourself fired up, but he needs to stay on his opponent. And things backstage are getting quickly out of hand.
Oh, they're done playing nice. They've got some serious aggression that needs to be worked out, and this just might be the best way to do it.
Boom! What a headbutt! A reversal! He saw that coming.
And he's able to avoid that offense.
Headbutt to the back of the neck.
Could be nap time.
He's in excruciating pain. The hold locked in tight.
Yet he's still...
Will it get countered? Yes, not letting the submission attempt do any more damage here.
Driven down face first. Going for the cover here.
Then he gets the shoulder up before two.
Punk ducks under, grabs the hammerlock, and follows it up with a clothesline.
Turns that back on CM Punk. And saw what was coming there.
Answer after answer for each other's offense here.
Bam! Down he goes.
Sadistic glee taking over Cactus Jack right about now. Punk doesn't seem to know what's coming.
Northern Lights. Uh-oh, has to find a way out of this.
Oh, my!
Counter by CM Punk.
Jack just got out of there.
Off to welts already forming from that kendo shot. I hope this thing steers clear from this loading dock soon.
Yeah, there's about a million ways this could... CM Punk now connects with a Uranagi and tech.
And he's releasing the hold. I guess he might have something else in mind here. Brought down with a DDT.
Doing whatever it takes. He's in a bad way, but still has something left in the tank. Hooked up, and DDT!
Jack telling his opponent to bring it.
Huge kick connects.
There's blood in the water now. He better be careful.
Oh, look at this. Float over neck breaker.
Picture perfect.
Elbow drop.
And a late pin attempt by Cactus Jack. He breaks the ref's count before 2.
Dangerous intentions on the mind of the madman, Cactus Jack.
Able to parry that one. Oh, slammed down hard.
Now using a chair to their advantage. No, they're not going to wrap the arm here. An arm bar with the chair. You got to be kidding me.
Cranking on that arm. CM Punk on the verge of...
Not where he wants to be at all, but Punk found an opening.
And Cactus Jack's never backed down from a fight in his life, and looks like tonight will be no exception. Drops the leg.
The parking lot is a literal playground of pain. This is getting ugly very fast.
Calculating the next move here. Right through the car window. Uh-oh, mandible claw, mandible claw.
Going right into the pin attempt.
2, got it. No, just a 2. He's looking poised to finish Punk off.
Well-timed sweep shifts the balance. Dangerous intentions on the mind of the madman, Cactus Jack. Oh, sit-out slam.
Nothing fancy here. Backbreaker.
Backbreaker.
Move!
Big time height on that kick.
On a well-placed calf kick there.
Forced the move by throwing an elbow into the midsection. Whiplash neckbreaker.
Maybe looking for a power bomb here. Simple but effective technique to get out of there.
calf kick finds the mark. What happens next is anyone's guess. I can't wait to see.
No good ever comes from fighting on the stage, and this should be no exception. Woo! Mongolian chop.
Returning back to the ring.
And Punk now lifting his opponent up and back.
The golden sleeve GTS from Punk.
Is it enough for Punk?
Perched up top.
Oh, man, he landed rough there.
High rent district for CM Punk. Flying.
Got the knees up just in time. Ow!
No count out as he takes things out of the ring. He gets into the ring. Beautiful. Float over neck breaker. Picture perfect.
Oh, man.
Oh, what an uppercut. He's climbing the turnbuckles to the top. Looking for something. Perched up top.
Oh, the high risk does not pay off. Quick evasion from him there.
Scrambling up the top turnbuckle now. Take off. A diving knee drop. And another climb. He's making a statement. Sky high. Oh, coming down from way up top. Taking a chance one more time and landing with incredible impact.
Great in-ring IQ on display there.
And talk about giving a DDT with authority.
Back and forth, neither Punk nor Cactus Jack relenting. Talk about an absolute battle.
A battle of wills with Punk.
Uranagi by Punk. He turns it. He lets his opponent out of the submission.
Yeah, but who knows what damage has been done.
My goodness, there is simply no... Punk now just wailing away on his opponent and dragging them up on the turnbuckles. This will not be pretty. As CM Punk goes. The plunge! That could put Cactus Jack down for good. Into the pin. This could be it.
2 count. Good Lord. CM Punk just defeated Cactus Jack in the ECW arena.
Here is your winner, CM Punk!
What a violent match this was. CM Punk has to be feeling some kind of catharsis, making it through this and, most importantly, making it through Cactus Jack.
While Punk may have won the battle, but the thing about a sadist like Cactus Jack is that he has no problem soldiering on with the war.
Yeah, CM Punk and Cactus Jack just went through hell here. But we know for a fact that's where Cactus Jack feels most comfortable, win or lose. Punk deserves to celebrate, but he should also watch his back from now on.
The best in the world, CM Punk.
Ready to try his hand at clobbering a rattlesnake.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
CM Punk has been in many epic battles, fought some of the all-time greats, but he's never faced a challenge like the Texas Rattlesnake.
But that's exactly what Punk came here for. He's not looking for a night off. Punk wants to test himself against a man who he thinks is one of the best to ever put on a pair of boots. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, but we'll see how Punk feels when those boots are stomping a mud hole in his chest.
CM Punk looks ready for this. I might even go so far as to say excited.
Well, it's not every day you get to tangle with a legend. Punk's dreamed of this chance to stare down Steve Austin. The Texas Rattlesnake is here, looking to hunt down CM Punk.
From Victoria, Texas, weighing in at 252 pounds, Stone Cold Steve Austin!
Steve Austin looks ready for a fight.
And he looks even more ready to teach CM Punk a lesson.
CM Punk wanted this. He wanted his shot against Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Well, you get what you ask for, Punk. A tall, cold can of whoop-ass is about to be opened up in that ring.
This is it. No holds barred between CM Punk and Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Talk about hard-headed competitors who insist on playing by their own rules. Austin and Punk would be a tag team made in heaven if either of them could stand working with somebody else.
But sometimes it's similarities like that which breed the most contempt. At last, these two Hellraisers get a chance to see who the biggest rebel in all of WWE is.
When chatting with CM Punk, Stone Cold Steve Austin said there's no quote-unquote time shift that Punk can take to put himself back in the Attitude Era. But right now, he's facing perhaps the best of that era, and Austin is in the best shape of his life for this battle.
I question Stone Cold's usage of the time travel terminology, but there's no...
Perched up top, all the way to the outside. From ring post to ringside, risking it all paid off.
And that's our cue to exit.
Yeah, the announce table being cleared off here for something bad.
What's something Punk has to really take into consideration facing off against old Stone Cold?
Punk has to realize that he can't count as much on his toughness here tonight as usual. Punk's a resilient guy, but Austin's offense can stop anyone dead in their tracks and have them begging for mercy. Punk might want to stay elusive and give Stone Cold the runaround.
And he gets set back into the ring.
Bam! Well-placed calf kick.
Two men fighting right now that could not be any different when it comes to their backgrounds. Punk has often been a straight-edge antagonist, and Austin is forever known as a beer-swilling hero.
Yeah, these two would probably never hit the town together after a match, but there are so many other elements of their personalities that completely align. Both Punk and Austin are steadfast in their beliefs. They both love to fight more than anything and stand tall as icons of their respective eras.
It's almost like if they weren't so stubborn, they'd make the perfect tag team. Grabbing the table here, and I'm sure it's not long for the world in this match.
And he heads back into the ring.
Punk staying the course, keeping up the fight, inching ever closer to taking down Austin.
And Austin escapes danger.
Over a decade ago, these two men sat together for a very intense confrontation. During that interview, CM Punk claimed he would have thrived during Steve Austin's era, just as he did today.
Punk also claimed that there were more sharks in the water during the Attitude Era than during Punk's heyday. Now, I take some umbrage to that since I was in the water during that era, but I get where Punk is coming from. Punk is a man who rises to the level of the competition. He's risen to it when facing the likes of John Cena and The Rock, and he could do so when facing another Mount Rushmore talent like Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Running power slam! And he goes for the pin. Kicks out on the pinfall attempt.
It's not over yet, gentlemen. Still plenty to go here. Setting up the table. Hopefully he's thought this through.
Right into the ring post. What impact! Oh, a knee! Lights out.
Goes for the suplex. Power up high. Oh, but dropping behind and ain't taking out the knee. Connected hard with the calf kick. Getting muscled up for a vertical suplex. Oh, nimbly landing behind and
Escapes, and a chop block takes him down.
Ooh, snaps the leg across the head. Caught with the elbow. My God, guys. Punk's got Austin at his limit. The rattlesnake is in deep trouble.
what could be the thought here? Balancing that table against the turnbuckles like this. Being supported by that table right now.
Oh, what's this gonna be?
Oh, maybe going for that buckle bomb, but legs sweep. And a catapult now right into the table.
Oh, no, he's in the line of danger now. Uh-oh.
Oh, God, just exploded through that table. Splinters everywhere.
He might just be stalling for time here. Caught with a lariat. When asked about facing CM Punk, Austin claimed that he would push and prod to get the best out of Punk, to give Punk an even bigger mean streak than ever.
I'm not so sure that's humanly possible given the depths we've seen Punk sink to in order to secure a win, but I do not doubt the words of the rattlesnake.
Nice movement from Punk, and the Uranagi connects, and now...
Not sure what he's thinking, letting go here.
He looks ready to strike. CM Punk. Oof. Retaliating with a strong elbow.
Over neck breaker.
Picture perfect.
Austin in a state of distress now.
Punk has Austin right where he wants him and is not letting up.
Stone Cold showing Punk just how mean he can be.
And he's pulled the ring apron up, looking under there for something.
Grabbing hold of a kendo stick. This is getting better by the second.
When asked about the locker room of Punk's prime, Steve Austin was a bit dismissive, saying he'd only need one or... Uh-oh, sweet dreams coming! one.
Boom! GTS.
Will that...
What's he doing? He had this match in the bag.
Able to steer clear of danger there. Oh, Mongolian chop.
These two Hellraisers are blowing the roof off this place.
And the WWE Universe is loving every second of it. Punk and Austin showing no signs of slowing. He's able to dodge that one in time.
Something we've discussed before is that Punk represents the best of the modern era, and Austin the best of the Attitude Era. Both men have proven they can hang with the others' contemporaries.
You're right about that, Cole. Who can forget when Austin came out of retirement and defeated Kevin Owens in a main event battle at WrestleMania 38, which was also a no-holds-barred match, I might add.
That was definitely impressive, guys, but look at the list of competitors that Punk has stood toe-to-toe with in the ring. Kane, Triple H, The Rock, and The Undertaker. Some of them he beat, some of them he didn't, but what's undeniable is that Punk is not fazed whatsoever by the legend that accompanies the biggest names of the Attitude Era. Jaw-shattering stunner.
That looked just as devastating as when his opponent does it.
He kicked out at two.
And he is incredulous after the kick out. Almost lost to his own move.
And Punk might have just swung for the fences, but it wasn't good enough.
Arm wringer.
But a good old-fashioned punch to the mouth breaks it. Kick, wow! What a stunner by the rattlesnake. That could
Looking
be
for the
Punk's
pin.
demise. Stone Cold comes out on top. CM Punk has been defeated.
Here is your winner, Stone Cold Steve Austin!
This is it. No holds barred between CM Punk and Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Talk about hard-headed competitors who insist on playing by their own rules. Austin and Punk would be a tag team made in heaven if either of them could stand working with somebody else.
But sometimes it's similarities like that which breed the most contempt. At last, these two Hellraisers get a chance to see who the biggest rebel in all of WWE is.
When chatting with CM Punk, Stone Cold Steve Austin said there's no quote-unquote time shift that Punk can take to put himself back in the Attitude Era. But right now, he's facing perhaps the best of that era, and Austin is in the best shape of his life for this battle.
I question Stone Cold's usage of the time travel terminology, but there's no denying that he knows how to brawl, how to fight with attitude. If Punk can overcome Austin in a no-holds-barred scenario, there will be no doubt that Punk can rule over any era in WWE.
What's something Punk has to really take into consideration facing off against old Stone Cold?
Punk has to realize that he can't count as much on his toughness here tonight as usual. Punk's a resilient guy, but Austin's offense can stop anyone dead in their tracks and have them begging for mercy. Punk might want to stay elusive and give Stone Cold the runaround.
Two men fighting right now that could not be any different when it comes to their backgrounds. Punk has often been a straight-edge antagonist, and Austin is forever known as a beer-swilling hero.
Yeah, these two would probably never hit the town together after a match, but there are so many other elements of their personalities that completely align. Both Punk and Austin are steadfast in their beliefs. They both love to fight more than anything and stand tall as icons of their respective eras.
It's almost like if they weren't so stubborn, they'd make the perfect tag team.
Oh, and it's reversed.
Driven into the ground with that bulldog. Oh, an echoing jump.
He's able to counter that. Over a decade ago, these two men sat together for a very intense confrontation. During that interview, CM Punk claimed he would have thrived during Steve Austin's era, just as he did today.
Punk also claimed that there were more sharks in the water during the Attitude Era than during Punk's heyday. Now, I take some umbrage to that since I was in the water during that era, but I get where Punk is coming from. Punk is a man who rises to the level of the competition. He's risen to it when facing the likes of John Cena and The Rock, and he can do so when facing another Mount Rushmore talent like Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh, the win! Can he do it? And he breaks the count quickly.
He breaks the count before the two, still putting up a hell of a fight.
Oh, got Austin back. Table behind him now, not where you want to be.
Looking for the suplex all the way up. Look at this power. Oh, no.
Into a chop block.
Ooh, merciless looking blow. And he is directed into the corner.
Oh my goodness, incredible strength to throw a human like that.
Austin with a Fez press. Now rapid fire rights from the Rattlesnake. Fez press raining down right hands. Stone Cold showing Punk just how mean he can be.
No clue what he hopes to find down there.
Going for the shovel and clearly not looking to do some impromptu landscaping, being supported by that table right now.
CM Punk stopped that in its tracks.
I do not like where this is headed for him.
What a counter!
Oh no, he's in the line of danger now.
He's gonna have to credit the table with the massive assist there. Really added even more damage to an already devastating maneuver.
Clearly lost in the moment. He better snap out of it.
Oh, saves us all.
And here's Austin, looking to end it right now. A defiant kick out after one.
The wear and tear of this match only affected him slightly, it seems.
When asked about the locker room of Punk's prime, Steve Austin was a bit dismissive, saying he'd only need one or two moves to beat him. As to the top talent like Punk and John Cena, it would take, quote, 3 or 4.
Well, I'm sure Austin meant to include me in the latter group, but all that aside, the Rattlesnake is veering into overconfidence with a comment like that. Could a legend like Austin beat most competitors handily? Yes, but to think he's also an echelon above first ballot Hall of Famers like Punk and Cena is a surefire way to be caught by surprise and suffer. And if... Oh, we know what's coming.
Uh-oh.
Boom! Fired back with that elbow.
Differing in-ring styles from these two men. Punk is methodical with his strikes and submissions, while Austin prefers to brawl as soon as the bell. He's got the shoulders down. This is it. Shoulder up, shoulder up.
Almost inhuman at this point.
Stone Cold is measuring his man. Punk is in for it now.
And he turned it around.
CM Punk looking to end things here. Nails the GTS. Could that keep Austin down?
Ah, look at this, just cranking it out.
Boom.
When asked about facing CM Punk, Austin claimed that he would push and prod to get the best out of Punk, to give Punk an even bigger mean streak than ever.
I'm not so sure that's humanly possible given the depths we've seen Punk sink to in order to secure a win, but I do not doubt the words of the Rattlesnake. When you're in the ring against Austin, you have to be at your best, and CM Punk will certainly need to compete at his highest level to date in order to secure a win.
I expected this match to be hellacious, but Punk and Austin are truly outdoing themselves.
Yeah, this is a level of intensity we do not often get to see.
Well, this is a rather eccentric way to use the kendo stick in a CrossFit.
Looking for a counter, and just like that, he manages to break the hold.
Stunner!
Stealing a page straight from his opponent's playbook there.
Somehow he kicked out.
Kicking out, saving himself from the embarrassment of losing to his own move.
CM Punk thought that was enough.
CM Punk looking to turn out the lights.
Go to sleep! Is it the finishing touch Punk needs?
2.
It's all over. CM Punk has beaten Steve Austin.
Here is your winner, CM Punk!
CM Punk, the best in the world, has stopped the Texas Rattlesnake.
But Austin did not go quietly. This was a no-holds-barred battle to remember. An iconic throwdown between two unruly troublemakers.
And we loved every second of it. Congratulations to CM Punk.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for a match many thought we would never see. Eddie Guerrero versus CM Punk.
Just listen to this ovation for the Second City Saint.
CM Punk just soaking it in, feeding off his hometown crowd.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
This is what Eddie knew he was walking into tonight. The loudest, most passionate ovation you may hear all year.
Yeah, Cole, but Eddie also knows you don't wrestle a crowd. Punk may be feeling invincible right now, but once that bell rings, it's just him and Eddie.
And when you face Eddie Guerrero, things get very real very fast.
This is an emotional matchup for CM Punk, and you better believe Eddie knows that already. These two briefly crossed paths before Punk joined WWE.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of respect between the two of them right now, but once the bell rings, I expect that to all go out the window.
Latino Heat.
From El Paso, Texas, weighing in at 228 pounds, Eddie Guerrero.
Just look at that smirk on Eddie's face. He's eating this up, not being intimidated by all the noise, not being intimidated by Punk.
Eddie can match Punk with his technical ability, he can match him with his mental game, and he can match him on pure fighting spirit. And once upon a time, when they met in the ring before WWE, Eddie had the experience. You have to wonder if Eddie can exploit that and make Punk once again feel like a rookie.
You have to think that Eddie would love nothing more than to take the win from Punk here in front of his home crowd.
Yeah, Cole, but whenever CM Punk is in Chicago, he fights like a man absolutely possessed.
CM Punk squaring off against Eddie Guerrero. And just listen to this crowd here in Chicago.
They are feeling the heat indeed. The ring psychology we're about to witness from these two is something that will be studied for years.
Two men who met decades ago before either one reached their heights, but now Punk and Eddie are so evenly matched. This already might be a match of the year candidate.
CM Punk and Eddie Guerrero had a few matches with one another in 2002, which was less than 5 years removed from Punk's in-ring debut, only 3 years from when he decided to pursue professional wrestling full-time.
Even that early in his career, CM Punk was known as an indie darling, a pro wrestling wunderkind. But Punk has said that being in the ring with Eddie back then made him realize that he had a lot left to learn. It would be 4 years after their initial encounters that Punk would finally make his way to WWE.
True to his in-ring form, it shows Punk's a diligent planner when it comes to in-ring competition. He could have rushed his way into WWE and challenged Eddie again, but who knows how Punk would have performed with less time learning his craft. Now, he's the best in the world, and he's ready to...
Uh-oh! What a crossbody!
Showing reckless abandon. There was every chance that could have gone wrong, but instead...
No! Oh, God, terrible landing on the outside.
This is why we call it high risk. A mistake will cost you big time.
This is making me nervous. Oh, on the apron! You know, so often when we have these dream matches, there's some sort of stipulation involved. But for Eddie and Punk, tonight's a pure wrestling.
Boot to the knee, just felling their opponent, and now, oh, a pin attempt out of nowhere!
And that was only a 1. Way too early.
Vicious rake of the back.
It goes without saying that there's a certain disdain for your opponent when you pull off something like that. That gets reversed on CM Punk. Running Hurricane Rana. You have solidified your name. Punk did it here in Chicago. CM Punk squaring off against Eddie Guerrero. And just listen to this crowd here in Chicago.
They are feeling the heat indeed. The ring psychology we're about to witness from these two is something that will be studied for years.
Two men who met decades ago before either one reached their heights, but now Punk and Eddie are so evenly matched. This already might be a match of the year candidate.
Spin kick to the midsection. CM Punk, Eddie Guerrero, two of the best to ever do it in that ring. They've crossed paths before Punk joined WWE.
Indeed, Cole. These two men engaged in multiple battles on the independent circuit during Eddie's brief time away from WWE when Punk was still an in-ring rookie. Punk's raw skills at that point sharpened Eddie enough for Eddie to return to WWE and become a world champion.
But now Punk has the skills and in-ring knowledge that equals that of Latino Heat. So you better believe Punk is determined to prove he's the better competitor tonight. Two men that are the epitome of resilience. Punk and Eddie always fight with everything until that final bell.
This is going to be as much a psychological match as it is a physical one. I'm sure Eddie is looking to lie, cheat, and steal his way to victory here, but I can guarantee that Punk can plan for that. From the top!
Avoided any damage there.
You know, so often when we have these dream matches, there's some sort of stipulation involved. But for Eddie and Punk, tonight's a... Look at this! Crashing to the floor.
Wrong move at the wrong time, directed at the wrong target.
Strong counter from Punk.
He's been outsmarted here.
Big clothesline. Look at this! And completely missed the mark.
Oh, that was nasty to watch. Finding nobody home.
And he's leaving the ring for the moment. Here he comes, sliding back into the ring. Clubbing blow. CM Punk and Eddie Guerrero had a few matches with one another in 2002, which was less than 5 years removed from Punk's in-ring debut, only 3 years from when he decided to pursue professional wrestling full-time.
Even that early in his career, CM Punk was known as an indie darling, a pro wrestling wunderkind. But Punk has said that being in the ring with Eddie back then made him realize that he had a lot left to learn. It would be 4 years after their initial encounters that Punk would finally make his way to WWE.
True to his in-ring form, it shows Punk's a diligent planner when it comes to in-ring competition. He could have rushed his way into WWE and challenged Eddie again, but who knows how Punk would have performed with less time learning his craft. Now, he's the best in the world, and he's ready to show Latino Heat everything he's got.
DDT! Big knee to the midsection. And he retaliates.
To the kneecap.
Unleashed on the knee, and that might drastically slow things down.
From the middle rope.
Oh, got the knees up just in time.
And now propped up in the corner.
Oof, running knee in the corner.
Ooh, boom.
Whoa, what a cross body.
Throwing all caution to the wind and flying around like a bat out of hell.
CM Punk headed to the top rope.
From the top.
The referee was out.
CM Punk squaring off against Eddie Guerrero. And just listen to this crowd. What are they going to do here? Oh, the cloverleaf!
Check out the torque on the back. CM Punk on the verge of submitting. This is...
And yes, he's able to get out of this dire situation. Tonight, a clash of epic egos as CM Punk takes on Eddie Guerrero in front of a thunderous Chicago crowd. CM Punk and Eddie Guerrero had a few matches with one another in 2002, which was less than 5 years removed from Punk's in-ring debut, only 3 years from when he decided to pursue professional wrestling full-time.
Even that early in his career, CM Punk was known as an indie darling, a pro wrestling wunderkind. But Punk has said that being in the ring with Eddie back then made him realize that he had a lot left to learn. It would be 4 years after their initial encounters that Punk would finally make his way to WWE.
True to his in-ring form, it shows Punk's a diligent planner when it comes to in-ring competition. From the top,
Diving double axe handle.
Getting out of Dodge quick. He does not want to be in that ring right.
Soaring. Oh, took it high risk, but was off the mark.
Neck breaker. The cover for the win. No, he kicks out.
The ref didn't even get to 2.
Oh, what a clubbing blow.
Getting sent to the turnbuckles.
Oh, scattered that one. Oh, look at this. Neck breaker after the float over. That was pretty. Taking steps toward the top rope.
Stalking from above.
From way up, targets the gut to end the offense.
Oh, did you hear that?
Great wherewithal to dodge there.
You know, so often when we have these dream matches, there's some sort of stipulation involved. But for Eddie and Punk, tonight's a pure wrestling match.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. Yes, both men are known to lie, cheat, and steal, but there's an art form to doing so within the limits of the rulebook. Plus, even though both men have lived in the land of extreme, I have a feeling... Kick to the midsection. Could be thinking about the gory special, yes.
Oh, the gory special, submission locked in. Submission locked in tight. He's got to find a way out of this.
Trying to find a way out. Elbow into an arm drag. Beautiful escape.
Oh! Barbaric clubbing blow.
And Eddie pays for leaving an opening.
Russian leg sweep. Eddie has to be aware now. This isn't the kid I faced before. This man is my equal. Maybe better.
Stalking from above.
From the top. Double axe handle connects. And down with the suplex.
And he responds with a sharp knee to the side of the head. Oof! Taken down instead with that chop block.
The intense look in the eyes as he calculates his next strike. Check out the springboard.
Oh! What a lariat!
He's in a very bad spot, totally out of it. Wow, springboard attack.
And CM Punk's maintaining the advantage now.
Punk proving he's seen this movie before, and Eddie can't find an opening here.
Oh, float over a Russian leg sweep. Northern Lights.
CM Punk has an in-ring IQ that's second to none. But I wonder if even he can plan for a man who immortalized the phrase, lie. Punk looking to finish this with the Anaconda.
Able to reach the rope and put an end to the submission.
We saw that one coming.
Clothesline! Off with their head. A steady stream of moves taking out Eddie.
Punk is not taking his eyes off Eddie for a second, and it is paying off.
Neck breaker! Maybe not, maybe not! And the count stopped short of 2.
He may be down, but somehow he's definitely not out at this point.
Outside of WWE, Punk and Eddie have had a handful of matches. But when it comes to singles bouts, the record between these men is tied at 1 win apiece, with a time limit draw as well.
You cannot ask for a more even rival.
Perched up top. He fails to connect.
Boom!
Trying to wrestle free their opponent's arm, has the arm trapped. And a series of vicious stomps. Eddie up top.
From the top!
Knees up, had that telegraph, but can it be capitalized on?
Hard-hitting calf kick finds its mark.
I know CM Punk, and the man was always confident that he'd reach the mountaintop in WWE. but starting his career, guys his size weren't considered main event talent.
Seeing a guy like Eddie Guerrero, who once competed as a cruiserweight, take on and topple giants of this industry and win top title.
Perched up top. Diving knee drop.
Back up top, he cannot be stopped.
Taking flight.
Oh, destructive knee to the face.
Fortune favors the bold. These risks could be a winning strategy. Brutal club.
Punk dodges out in time.
Northern Lights. And CM Punk is in control.
Guerrero needs to better assess the situation to turn this around.
He's able to reverse it.
Punk now locks in that double underhook. Hoisted up. Butterfly backbreaker.
From the top. Elbow drop. Good Lord. And are you kidding me? He's going up again?
Punk is locked in on his opponent now.
Punk's had enough. He's looking to end this here. Go to sleep.
It's all Punk's for the taking.
Up the rope he goes.
Punk now looking to up the ante.
And for some reason, he just broke his own submission hold, making the climb to the top rope. Carried in a jeopardizing position here. Fighting free there, and that can be all the space that is needed.
Opponent lifted. Uh-oh.
Swinging the elbow to halt the offense. Two men giving everything they have, their legacies, their pride, all on the line tonight.
Yeah, and neither Eddie or Punk look like they're willing to concede victory yet.
Oh, look at this. Neck breaker after the float over.
That was pretty.
Oh, that'll weaken your arm. Ah, look at this. Just cranking it out.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Catches the kick.
Dragon screw. Being placed in the corner here. CM Punk stopped that in its tracks. Neck breaker after the float over.
That was pretty.
Goes for the kick, but it is caught. And
Spectacular counter into a dragon screw.
Vicious knee.
And Punk has got to feel like he did back when he was a rookie. He still doesn't know how to handle Latino heat.
Calf kick on the money.
CM Punk headed to the top rope. Look at the height. Oh, the knees caught him. Could be a turning point. Catches the kick. Uh-oh. Dragon screw.
Back and forth. This has been an absolute...
Here we go. Broad splash. Crank in the head.
Oof. able to slip out of that situation. Bam!
What an interception! Dragon screw!
And able to skirt around that attack.
Effectively targeting the arm. Heading out, but needs to be aware of the referee's count. Saw it coming. It counters it. And now gets tossed into the ring.
Oh!
Oh, my Lord!
Oh! Guerrero timed that one well.
We've got the arm trapped. Looking for Le Maestro cradle. He kicks out before the count starts.
And clearly, truly taking the concept of fight forever to heart.
Driven down.
This could be it. He could be putting him away here.
Scouted it and fired back with a punch straight to the face.
Hoisted up, powerbomb, desperate situation, but shots to the head quickly put a stop to that.
Northern Lights! Wait!
I guess he doesn't think he's done enough damage to put this one away yet.
Here's the pin. Can Guerrero dig out of it? And he kicks out of the pin and won.
This match has been incredible. And lucky for us, it's still opponent lifted up, jaw, meet knee, go to sleep. Guerrero's on his last breath.
There's two. Kick out at two.
I don't know where Eddie found the energy to kick out after that. It had to be complete instinct.
CM Punk thought that was enough. We thought that was enough, but somehow it didn't earn the 3 count.
You can feel the WWE Universe reverberating off every corner in this building.
But caught!
Caught in midair, powerbomb. Battle of counters. No one's getting their full offense in.
He's going up.
From the top!
Oh, lands right on the knees. That can change everything.
Oh my God!
Crucifix, pinning combination.
Eddie Guerrero upsetting Punk in his hometown.
Here is your winner, Eddie Guerrero!
You can hear how split the arena here in Chicago is right now. Disappointment, their hometown hero lost, and respect for Eddie doing what he does best.
CM Punk squaring off against Eddie Guerrero. And just listen to this crowd here in Chicago.
They are feeling the heat indeed. The ring psychology we're about to witness from these two is something that will be studied for years.
Two men who met decades ago before either one reached their heights, but now Punk and Eddie are so evenly matched. This already might be a match of the year candidate.
CM Punk and Eddie Guerrero had a few matches with one another in 2002, which was less than 5 years removed from Punk's in-ring debut, only 3 years from when he decided to pursue professional wrestling full-time.
Even that early in his career, CM Punk was known as an indie darling.
That can't be enough, can it? Not quite there yet.
I honestly do not know what took him so long. Oh, good reflexes from him there.
Northern Lights! Cover, oh, come on. Blatantly
Steal this one.
You know, so often when we have these dream matches, there's some sort of stipulation involved. But for Eddie and Punk, Tonight's a pure wrestling match.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. Yes, both men are known to lie, cheat, and steal, but there's an art form to doing so within the limits of the rulebook. Plus, even though both men have lived in the land of extreme, I have a feeling both men will fight with honor tonight.
Two men that are the epitome of resilience. Punk and Eddie always fight with everything until that final bell.
This is going to be as much a psychological match as it is a physical one. I'm sure What's he doing here, Corey?
The colossal clutch.
This might just do it. This might just end it all. There is slipped right underneath, and just like that, he's out of the hold. CM Punk, Eddie Guerrero, two of the best to ever do it in that ring. They've crossed paths before Punk joined WWE.
Indeed, Cole. These two men engaged in multiple battles on the independent circuit during Eddie's brief time away from WWE when Punk was still an in-ring rookie. Punk's raw skills at that point sharpened Eddie enough for Eddie to return to WWE and become a world champion.
But now Punk has the skills and in-ring knowledge that equals that of Latino Heat. So you better believe Punk is determined to prove he's the better competitor tonight.
Uh-oh! A slingshot cross body!
Completely tossing all caution to the wind.
Going for broke, and it paid off. Bang! A springboard cross body.
He's heading back to the ring.
Climbing to the top turnbuckle now. From way up.
Oh, and that's what you get for disrespecting your opponent.
Fueled by emotion, doing what it...
Perched up top. Whoa, look out.
Betting it all on a daring leap from the top.
And it paid off for the moment. Now it's time to capitalize.
He's going back for more. How much stamina does he have? Airborne!
Diving double axe handle.
You have got to be kidding me. Using your body as a missile over and over again. Up and around, down.
Pin. This could be it.
Eddie Guerrero upsetting Punk in his hometown.
Here is your winner, Eddie Guerrero!
CM Punk squaring off against Eddie Guerrero. And just listen to this crowd here in Chicago.
They are feeling the heat indeed. The ring psychology we're about to witness from these two is something that will be studied for years.
Two men who met decades ago before either one reached their heights. But now Punk and Eddie are so evenly matched. This already might be a match of the year candidate.
Great display. With the cover, he's going for it. And pops the shoulder up.
I think that early pin was so unexpected, it took a second to figure out what was going on.
Breathtaking head scissor takedown.
Oh, man.
That'll hurt. DDT. Ooh, one step ahead there.
Something bad is coming his way, and he has no clue.
Ooh, sent flying.
Agility like that, easier said than done, gentlemen.
From the top.
Crash landing.
Oh, float over Russian leg sweep. CM Punk and Eddie Guerrero had a few matches with one another in 2002, which was less than 5 years removed from Punk's in-ring debut, only 3 years from when he decided to pursue professional wrestling full-time.
Even that early in his career, CM Punk was known as an indie darling, a pro wrestling wunderkind. But Punk has...
Look out!
Wow! Cross body!
He's heading right back to the top rope from above.
To the sky.
What's this? He's going
From the top.
Double axe handle connects.
Fortune favors the bold. These risks could be a winning strategy. I think we know what he's thinking, and it's not going to be nice. Check out the springboard.
Escape just in time.
You know, so often when we have these dream matches, there's some sort of stipulation involved. But for Eddie and Punk, tonight's a pure wrestling match.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. Yes, both men are known to lie, cheat, and steal, but there's an art form to doing so within the limits of the rulebook. Plus, even though both men have lived in the land of extreme, I have a feeling both men will fight with honor tonight.
Oh, what a clubbing blow. Laid out with a power slam. Shoulders down, this could be it. Stops the count before it, too.
And still managing to kick out at only one.
Misses the target. Into a sleeper hold. Oh, and a neck breaker.
Check out the springboard. Oh, big mistake, and that error could be costly. Whoa, what an axe handle. Eddie has to be aware now. This isn't the kid I faced before. This man is my equal, maybe better.
Oh, like a projectile, right on target.
Trying to get vertical, but he has no idea he's in the line of fire.
Oh, clothesline. He can do it here.
Beautiful.
Mike's
Abandoning the pin and deciding he still has more work to do.
outside of WWE, Punk and Eddie have had a handful of matches. But when it comes to singles bouts, the record between these men is tied at 1 win apiece, with a time limit draw as well.
You cannot ask for a more even rivalry than that, Michael Cole. Each man is going to pull out all of the stops to earn that final, decisive victory. And he's taking this to the outside now.
Moves from the ring to the outside. And gets tossed back into the mat. Piercing chop. And Punk is really putting the pressure on him.
Punk proving he's seen this movie before, and Eddie can't find an opening here.
Oh, damaging the arm.
CM Punk has an in-ring IQ that's second to none, but I wonder if even he can plan for a man who immortalized the phrase, lie, cheat, and steal.
Corey, let's not discount that Punk has shown he can be underhanded as well. But something we know about Eddie is that he knows when to dig even deeper into his bag of tricks when facing a more seasoned opponent. I think we'll see some antics from Eddie tonight that even Punk has never seen.
And the momentum is shifting away from Eddie.
Punk is not taking his eyes off.
And look at this. Eddie getting his opponent into a hold.
It is locked in. STF applied. This one could be over.
You can tell that's locked in deep. Trying to escape, and yes, he's able to get free from that submission hold.
Whoa, what an axe handle. I know CM Punk, and the man was always confident that he'd reach the mountain.
Perched up top.
Oh, he misses the mark. Latino Heat taking full control of the match. One amigo. Two amigos. I think we all know what's coming next. Three amigos. Eddie's got Punk seeing more stars than on the Chicago flag. On the top. Saw that coming and quickly got the knees up. Clubbing blow. Oh, just bludgeoning the competition with that blow. The springboard attack fails to land.
Counters to gain the advantage.
Quick exchange of counters there.
Oh, that hurt.
Ooh.
And he's going to the top.
Perched up top.
Diving knee drop. crank in the head. Oh, the reversal by Eddie Guerrero.
Punk avoids the attack.
Reversal after reversal. These two have counters for days.
Punk now with a quick go behind hammerlock. Swats his opponent with a massive line.
And Punk gets countered there. Taking things to the outside, but got to make sure to heed the officials' count. Eddie Guerrero with a well-timed shot. Oh, my God, in the spine. That'll make your legs go numb. Oh, stop right to the hand.
Impressive awareness from him.
And Guerrero wants back in the ring.
Big time height on that kick.
Looking to go up high. Look at the height.
Landing straight on the knees, not the intended outcome.
Oh.
Yet another targeted attack to the torso there. A quick roll out of the ring. He's clearly looking to...
From the top. Ah, crash and burn.
That mistake might have cost them the entire match.
A high risk that was not worth it at all.
Two men giving everything they have.
Look at the height. Knees up, got the knees up at the last second.
And that failed to hit the mark. Cracked with a Mongolian chop.
Countering that offense. Oh, targeting the arm. This has got to hurt. Oh, he saw it coming. Beautiful. Float over neck breaker. Picture perfect. Look at the height. Frog splash. Guerrero's tangled up. Pile driver. Spiked him. Shoulders down. CM Punk might have him.
Grabbing hold of the ropes. A wily move to save his chances in this matchup.
Eddie with a reversal. And that prevents Eddie's attack.
A clinic of counters being put on by these competitors.
Kick gets caught. Contact to the back of the neck.
Back and forth. CM Punk with a quick movement. Uranagi connects. He's not done there. He's...
And wait a second. Interesting turn of events here.
He's eyeing the 3 count here.
Punk did it here in Chicago.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
This has to mean so much more for Punk than just a win. Defeating your idol is something few people ever get to experience.
Let alone in front of your hometown, on your native soil.
You can just tell Punk is being overwhelmed with emotion right now. the COO, the next World Heavyweight Champion, the Cerebral Assassin, the most powerful man in WWE, Triple H, is here.
From Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing in at 255 pounds, the Game, Triple H!
CM Punk wanted the game, and CM Punk's got the game. Let this be a lesson. Be careful what you wish for. Triple H is a 13-time world champion. He lives in the spotlight, and CM Punk may be Icarus flying too close to the sun with this challenge.
Ladies and gentlemen, on paper, this should be a mismatch. Look at the names that Triple H has competed against at WrestleMania. The Rock and The Undertaker, Batista and Cena and Brock.
Oh, so are you saying that CM Punk has no chance against Triple H tonight? Because Punk's got a nice list of WrestleMania opponents himself.
Absolutely not. Like I said, on paper, it looks like a mismatch, but you can't judge heart and guts. Love him or hate him, CM Punk has heart and guts in spades. It's brought him this far, and you can bet he plans to have it to propel him straight to the main event of WrestleMania tonight.
Well, in this business, plans change, especially when they're up against those plans that are so expertly crafted by a mastermind the likes of the Cerebral Assassin, Triple H.
This is thunderous!
CM Punk may be the voice of the voiceless, but the WWE Universe is making absolutely sure their voices are being heard pretty well right about now.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
The cult of personality, CM Punk, prepared for battle against the Game, Triple H.
Not to sound like a broken record, but CM Punk has gotten what he wished for. And look at him. He's going to be overwhelmed here. The voice of the voiceless is going to be silenced by the King of Kings. And he'll have no one to blame but himself. What will he say to the voiceless then?
Well, CM Punk's never been at a loss for words, so I doubt he'd start now. The same goes for him being overwhelmed. Punk has always known this is where he belongs since the first time he laced up a pair of wrestling boots.
These are two men who are going to try to tear each other apart.
Tonight, Triple H is not the COO of the WWE. Tonight, he's an ass-kicking machine.
A lot at stake in this match. Whoever wins here will be added to tonight's main event for the World Heavyweight Championship. Facing off against the champion, Randy Orton, and the Royal Rumble winner, Batista. No DQs, no countouts. A lot of bad blood between these two superstars.
Yeah, Triple H has promised that CM Punk will never main event WrestleMania, and that he's simply not what's best for business. Punk's looking to prove Triple H wrong tonight.
Punk's looking to embarrass Triple H tonight as well. And Triple H, he's looking to get rid of the CM Punk problem once and for all. Quick pin attempt here.
And Triple H just snuffed out CM Punk en route to the main event of WrestleMania.
Here's your winner, Triple H!
Bow down to the king indeed. Triple H stands tall, heading to the main event tonight, right where he belongs. Sorry to CM Punk, but this truly is what's best for business.
Both men pushed each other to their limits. Triple H, like it or not, earned this victory. A lot at stake in this match. Whoever wins here will be added to tonight's main event for the World Heavyweight Championship. Facing off against the champion, Randy Orton, and the Royal Rumble winner, Batista. No DQs, no countouts. A lot of bad blood between these two superstars.
Yeah, Triple H has promised that CM Punk will never main event WrestleMania, and that he's simply not what's best for business. Punk's looking to prove Triple H wrong tonight.
Punk's looking to embarrass.
From the top, cross body from the top.
Up into the turnbuckle, down to the mat. Once this match was... And here we go, locked in, it's locked in. He lets his opponent out of the submission.
Yeah, but who knows what damage has been done.
Float over neck breaker.
Picture perfect.
And Punk continuing his quest for change, knowing he has to get through the King of Kings first. A reversal, well scouted. He's able to shut down the offensive flurry.
Could be what Triple H needed to ignite a rally.
Going for a power slam, slips down.
Inverted DDT. And just like that, avoiding surefire.
Look out! Suicide dive.
A roll of the dice and it pays off in full.
And he comes in under the ropes now. Punk scaling the turnbuckles.
Oh yeah, from the top.
Through the air. And connects.
Like a heat-seeking missile right on target.
And just as destructive.
Getting to his feet, but nothing good is waiting for him. Springboard misses the target.
The seeds of this battle go back to CM Punk's frustrations with the company. Seeing head figures not listen to the people, not give the best in the world his due.
Yeah, and Punk wasn't going to take it anymore. The brass never wanted a guy like CM Punk to succeed, never wanted to acknowledge his cult of personality. And now Punk is forcing the COO to take notice on our industry's biggest night of the year.
Got him in the corner now. Taking heavy fire in the corner in the form of a series of clotheslines. Grabbing an item from under the ring is perfectly within the duties of being a manager.
Right on the arm. Turns that back on CM Punk. Strong counter from Punk. Bang! He finds a counter.
Trading counters here.
Northern Lights.
Gotta respect the strategy to work over the arm.
Triple H was waiting on that.
And an inverted atomic drop.
Oh, saw it coming and got an elbow for their trouble.
Oh, with authority.
And the confidence in Punk is growing. He can feel Triple H fading.
Put everything behind that kick. And he evades sudden, swift, and brutal impact.
Thunderous clothesline.
There it is. Reversal. Spine buster.
Classic Triple H offense getting the job done against Punk there.
Stops the kick. Roundhouse kick.
Connects with a crushing elbow drop.
The arm absorbing the damage. Now that'll do some serious damage.
Quick thinking right there.
Huge kick connects. To the arm.
Another stinging blow to the arm. These might start to add up.
Triple H facing a beatdown.
Yeah, Punk clearly hell-bent on putting the game out of commission. Triple H dodges out in time. Reciprocating the initial reversal.
Thunderous club comes down. Very effective. Put in the corner now.
Oh, and he stays ahead of Triple H.
Russian leg sweep.
Going to the top rope. What's his plan?
CM Punk with the elbow drop.
And with that, Punk just showed Triple H exactly whose era it is now.
And somehow Punk and Triple H still have enough left in the tank to keep this fight going.
They're two of the most stubborn men in the locker room. We're witnessing that firsthand right now.
Oh, and he stops that offense. Opportunity now for Triple H to capture some momentum.
Could be a chance for Triple H to change the complexion of this match.
Calf kick on the money.
Solid bit of defense on his part there. Going after the arm in a big way.
Oh, look at this. Just cranking the head. That's gotta hurt.
Catches the boot and now turns them inside out with a dragon screw.
Oh, look at this. Look at the suplex off the top rope.
Hung across the top rope.
Cover for the win. Forces the shoulder up after two.
He may not have too much left, but at least he had enough to kick out there. Got out of the way of that one. Oh, taking advantage with a clubbing blow.
All the way out. Suplex.
And the game has Punk right where he wants him, ready to drop the proverbial sledgehammer.
Russian leg sweep.
Triple H dodges out in time.
Just remember that attacks to the head like that can build up quickly.
A truly rough blow to the head, which appears to be the main target here. Oh, bang!
Ooh! CM Punk looking to end it.
And he just decides to end the hold.
Wonder what he's thinking here.
Look at CM Punk and Triple H. Look at how absolutely spent both of these men are right now.
Both looking to dig down deep into the reserves. Both looking for anything to gain the clear advantage. Both men with everything to prove, no matter the cost.
Exiting the ring, taking the action outside.
And averting damage there.
A ring-shaking spine buster. The cerebral assassin executing his game plan with that one.
Driven right into the post.
Getting out of harm's way.
Under the ropes and back into the ring.
Defenses are sharp with this series of reversals. He has hold of Punk. Brought down with a neck breaker. Leaving him again.
Punk pounding away. Now he's going to go up to the top rope. What on earth is CM Punk got planned here?
Punk looking to go for broke. Underhooks both arms. Here we go from the very top turnbuckle. The plunge.
Glazed eyes on Triple H now.
Wasting no time. Into the cover. Two. Oh, and he just kicked out.
Triple H got the shoulder up in the nick of time. Incredible awareness to remain in this matchup.
Punk took his best shot, gave him everything he had. Punk did it. Punk's going to the main event of WrestleMania.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
And with this win, CM Punk has punched his ticket to the main event of WrestleMania. Later tonight, vying for the World Heavyweight Championship against Randy Orton and Batista.
Punk can celebrate now, but the worst is yet to come. Main eventing isn't the goal. Winning the main event is.
The following is a triple threat match and is for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
The Apex Predator, the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Randy Orton.
Introducing the champion from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 245 pounds. He is the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, the Viper, Randy Orton.
Orton has been at the absolute top of his game lately, but even that might not be enough in a triple threat match against Batista and CM Punk.
But a wounded CM Punk who has already competed tonight. Still, that's a lot of variables on the grandest stage of them all for a champion trying to keep a hold of his title.
I'm sure Orton has no intention losing tonight. A menacing look on the face of the Viper, Randy Orton. The winner of the 2014 Royal Rumble, Batista.
And introducing the challenger from Washington, D.C., weighing in at 290 pounds, the Animal, Batista!
Batista fought hard to earn this opportunity to get his shot at the WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
But I'm sure he'd much rather this match have remained one-on-one. The presence of CM Punk is sure to complicate things for the Animal.
In Batista's mind, a worn-down CM Punk might not count as much of a legitimate threat.
You can see the savagery bubbling beneath the surface inside Batista. This man is ready to go.
Orton is a man Batista knows very well, going back to when they ran together in Evolution. CM Punk, meanwhile, is the X Factor.
You've got to be ready for anything here in WWE, and WrestleMania is no exception.
A man who had to battle his way into this main event against Triple H earlier tonight. The Second City Saint, CM Punk.
And introducing the challenger from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
You have to admire the guts of CM Punk to take on this challenge and keep putting one foot in front of the other, heading towards that ring.
I'm surprised we're not admiring the guts of CM Punk because they are hanging out of his body after that match against Triple H. This has been a long, hard night for CM Punk already.
And it doesn't get any easier with Batista and Randy Orton standing in his way. Beating Triple H was WrestleMania Miracle #1. For CM Punk to take home the title tonight, he'll need a second miracle.
And a little help from the WWE Universe to cheer him on in the meantime. Time to play spoiler, CM Punk.
This isn't what Batista or Orton wanted. They were hoping this title match would be an Evolution reunion. Instead, CM Punk is playing spoiler in this triple threat.
And that's exactly why this WrestleMania crowd is on the edge of their seats. We expect the unexpected, but no one thought CM Punk would make it all the way here tonight.
Now Punk just has to finish the job. But Orton and Batista stand in his way with championship ambitions of their own.
Ooh, simply bone-rattling offense.
You know, Batista and Orton were complaining for a couple of weeks that this match was going to be a triple threat, that they were really promised a one-on-one match.
Not only that, Michael Cole, we have been robbed of an Evolution WrestleMania main event.
Oh, brother, what a pity.
Truly, Cole, CM Punk has ruined what could have been three titans waging war over the WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
Is it possible that Batista could just power through both Punk and Orton with his raw animal strength?
It's certainly possible, but I don't like it as a strategy. Blind Rage isn't going to get Batista what he wants, not with a calculating superstar like CM Punk in the ring. Batista has to play smart in this one.
Orton has him in his clutches.
And Batista wants more from his opponent.
No countouts, no disqualifications, triple threat rules. CM Punk in his first WrestleMania main event. A dream come true.
CM Punk has totally defied the odds as far as his accomplishments here in WWE. If he can beat all of Evolution in one night, it'll add extra credence to being called the best in the world.
Counter. He knew just what to do. Looked it up. What's next?
Can't prepare your face for that.
And he manages to escape just in the nick of time.
And now the prime target is Batista, the six-time world champion. Down with a suplex.
There's no way that didn't do some permanent damage, guys.
Managing to evade a precarious position there.
And after what CM Punk had to fight through earlier tonight, he can't possibly be in the best shape for this triple threat. Orton and Batista were fully aware of that fact.
Absolutely. Trust me, they watched Punk's match earlier. They know everything that is hurting on CM Punk right now.
Perched up top. Diving knee drop. Batista's being taken full advantage of now.
Things can get grim in a hurry if Batista doesn't turn this around.
Up high.
Piercing knee decimates the face. Fishing for something beneath the ring.
Going for the classics and grabbing a stick.
Watch out!
And here goes Batista, looking to lock it in.
Got him in his clutches.
Oh, belly-to-belly throw.
Hit that with everything and following it with the pin. He's nowhere near ready to stop fighting yet.
Bad position for Punk. Oklahoma slam.
Batista looking to put this one to bed. Batista bomb.
That might have just sealed the deal on us having a new champ.
Trying armbar. He makes the choice to abandon the hold.
High risk.
The animal is fired up as you'll ever be.
Like a heat-seeking missile, hit the target right on the mark.
He's leaving the ring now. No countouts to worry about.
The action spilling out toward our announce desk.
Float over neck breaker.
Picture perfect.
Thumped with a big blow.
And a big question coming into tonight was, are we going to see the animal of old? Well, Batista looked like a dominating force.
You don't win the Royal Rumble by accident, Cole. Batista said he came back for one thing, to become champion. He doesn't care what anybody thinks about him. He doesn't want to be cheered. He doesn't care. It's all about the title.
The animal is certainly still in Big Dave, and he's still upset with this not being a one-on-one contest, but he will take every advantage of the triple threat rules.
Holy, meet the barricade.
Opting for the kendo stick, he's not worried about getting too fancy here.
He quickly slides into the ring.
Oh. You cannot look at Randy Orton without saying, wow, that is the face of WWE. Put that face on the cover of the programs and those lovely little collector cups.
Polar opposite feelings at WWE headquarters when it comes to CM Punk. But if Punk can pull off the miracle tonight, he will become undeniable.
There's a reason why Stephanie and Triple H have made Orton the face of WWE. As their good friend JBL would say, if you build a sports entertainer from the ground up, it would look exactly like Randy Orton.
If Randy comes out on top in this match, that will settle the entire issue. He will be, without a doubt, the face of WWE. And then follows it up with the line. Going for it!
What a crossbody!
Turning themselves into a missile.
And hitting the drop zone. Dead center.
Randy predicted that.
Bam! God, that disturbing sound of the kendo snapping on flesh.
And this one is coming down to whose body can hang on the longest.
They're all hanging by a thread now. Any two of these competitors is a recipe for a classic, but all three, this is incredible.
Batista, Orton, and Punk each giving their all in that ring.
Overwhelming offense now from Punk.
CM Punk is firmly in the driver's seat. Steel stairs to the face.
And he evades sudden, swift, and brutal impact.
Oh no, why are they clearing up our announce table?
Well, I've got a feeling we're about to find out very soon.
CM Punk knows what's at stake here more than anything. He said he wants change in WWE, and if the catalyst for that change means going through the COO and then to future Hall of Famers, then so be it.
What will tomorrow look like if the voice of the voiceless becomes champion?
Stanford would be in a panic.
Maybe, but Bourbon Street would go crazy tonight. Clothesline!
Mounting their...
Fends it off. Good counter.
A little cut.
Uh-oh, sweet dreams coming.
Go to sleep. Championship on the line. This could be it.
Devastating kick. Oh!
Going for the legs, going right after the base.
Just targeting the leg, testing the limits. Evades the attack, and not a moment too soon.
To the chest.
Batista is feeling it now. This fight is pumping him up.
The reversal by Orton. And here he is, heading back into the ring.
Hooked up.
Gotta love a man who lets his opponent know exactly who's in charge here.
Not sure what Randy is looking for under the apron.
Went for the kendo stick, and the welts will quickly follow.
That gets reversed on CM Punk. Neckbreaker! Climbing to the top. What's he thinking? Up high.
Good Lord! Taking flight. Adrenaline can make you do crazy things. Exhibit A right there.
Batista averts the attack.
Back into the ring now.
Oh, that's a chop you don't want to be on the receiving end of. Jeez, that's going to leave a mark.
Shoulders down. Might be it for Batista. Kicks out. He still has life.
They may not have too much left, but they at least had enough to kick out there. And Randy Orton. Looks like we are going vintage. All the time in the world.
Vintage Randy Orton.
And maybe it's just too big of a hill for CM Punk to climb tonight. Good reflexes from him there. And a well-placed calf kick there. And Batista wants more from his opponent.
He gets back into the ring. He's hooked up.
Snap!
Batista can clinch this one here. Still in it with a quick kick out.
He didn't even let the ref start the count.
Being carried around now.
Snake eyes, that'll loosen some teeth.
He connects with a counter.
A complete stalemate of reversals here. Neither one giving an inch.
Reigns down an elbow in retaliation. Landing the uppercut. Oh my God, a clothesline. Gets out of the ring. What's going to happen now? Slides under the ropes. Back into the ring.
Ducks out of harm's way. Knocking some teeth loose with that counter. And connecting with a brutal Punk peppering his opponent with attacks. Uranagi into the Anaconda vice grip.
I can't believe I'm saying this, Michael Cole, but Orton is seconds away from submitting.
No way, Orton tap.
He's done it! CM Punk with a major upset here against Orton and Batista.
And the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion, CM Punk.
The Second City Saint is marching on Bourbon Street.
I'll say, Punk started his night by beating Triple H and has now ended it with a triumphant victory over Randy Orton and Batista. The road to the title does not get much harder than that.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE United States Championship.
Week after week, John Cena has stood in that ring and defended his U.S. title against anyone brave enough to answer him.
From cocky young upstarts wanting their shot at the crown to the most grizzled veterans, John Cena has taken them all on and put them all down. You have to admire Cena for continuing this open challenge. He's elevated the US title by putting it on the line every Monday night.
And the way Cena has been able to adapt to whoever answers his call has also been so impressive to watch.
Let's not sugarcoat it, guys. Cena's ego is a big part of this open challenge. This is about pride, and sooner or later, someone's going to come snap him out of it.
It is a bit of a double-edged sword. Defending the title against some of the best has to be taking its toll on him.
You gotta be kidding me! CM Punk answering Cena's open challenge.
The roof has come off of this building. Cena looks like he's seen a ghost.
CM Punk is coming for the United States title.
CM Punk, a man that perhaps knows John Cena better than anyone else in the entire WWE.
You guys talk about Cena's open challenge elevating the United States Championship, but let's not forget that Punk has set the standard for what it means to be the best in the world. He takes every opportunity he can to prove it.
And that is what's so fascinating about this. Punk just doesn't want to beat Cena. He wants to remind everyone that when you mention the great champions, his name comes first.
If anyone can match John Cena's fighting spirit, it might just be CM Punk.
Yeah, and Punk isn't walking into this one blind either. He's faced Cena and beaten him on some of the biggest stages possible already.
And there's some added motivation for Punk here, guys. He is dead set on adding that title to his resume.
Introducing the challenger from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk. And his opponent from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 251 pounds, the WWE United States Champion, John Cena!
Cena defending the title against anyone, anytime, and tonight it's CM Punk's time.
A lot of interesting competitors have answered Cena's open challenge over the past few months. But Punk coming out here might be his biggest showdown yet.
There's no might about it, Cole. This is the biggest challenge yet. And this one certainly feels more personal. Punk has always resented Cena, and for a time he had Cena's number with multiple victories against the franchise.
I think Punk might be a bit jealous of what John's been able to accomplish since winning the title at WrestleMania. Punk's never held the US title, and you know he'd like to win it and become an even better champ than Cena.
CM Punk has accomplished so much in his career. ECW champion, Intercontinental champion, Tag Team champion, World champion. But he's never won the United States title. Guys, how much does CM Punk want this title tonight?
He craves the United States title, Cole. If you want to call yourself the best in the world, holding every title of note's a key indicator of the moniker. And you know Punk wants to add his name to the list of legends that have held the United States Championship over the last 3.5 decades.
But even a competitor, the level of CM Punk is subject to curses. We've often seen competitors who are one title shy of a triple crown or grand slam just get a mental block when it comes to getting the last title on the list. Punk might already be seeing this title filling that last spot on his mantle and thinking that far ahead against a competitor like John Cena is very dangerous.
Down with force.
The John Cena US Open Challenge has already given so many opportunities to up-and-coming talent in WWE. Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, even Bad News Barrett.
All great competitors, no doubt, but none of those talents are on the level of CM Punk.
I'm right here, guys!
Cena has to be feeling pretty confident with the champion's advantage on his side.
For the title!
Gets the shoulder up after one there.
I'm not surprised by that result. Could still be a ways to go here.
Oh, the blast off. Oh, he paid for that high risk. Hooked up. Shin breaker.
Gentlemen, it is always a treat to see CM Punk and John Cena face off in a championship match. The last 2 times that Punk challenged Cena for a title held by the franchise, they were 2 of the greatest matches in WWE history.
CM Punk versus John Cena at Money in the Bank 2011 and their rematch at SummerSlam were both classics and defined the careers of both men. We've had plenty more amazing matches between these 2 men since that night, but when it's Punk gunning for a title around Cena's waist, it's just magical.
Look at this. This can't be good. Taken down with a body slam.
Listen to this place! The WWE Universe erupting for the knockout summer!
Powerful offense from Cena. Punk's US Open chances may be closing.
Turns that back on Cena.
You cannot understate how much of a mental advantage Punk has in this one. The best in the world has known for a long time he was going to answer John Cena's call tonight. But Cena, he just found out a few minutes ago.
Punk having the mental advantage is always troublesome to an opponent, but I speak from experience when I say that no matter how much the deck is stacked against John Cena, he will find a way to overcome the odds. He's called Big Match John for a reason.
Oh, big back fist connects.
We have a pin for the title.
Cover, new champion. Oh, man, this could really come back to bite him in the end. Incoming. A huge impact.
Oh, we know what's coming here. Ladies and gentlemen, down with the GTS. Can we have a new champ?
Makes the cover.
Hangs on by a thread. Taking your opponent's best shot and still somehow finding a way to survive. That is the marker of a true champion.
And Punk might have just swung for the fences, but it wasn't good enough. Guys, I've been doing this for almost 2 decades, and I've never seen a fighting champion quite like John Cena right now.
But you're right, Cole. Granting weekly title shots to mystery opponents is gutsy on a level even the greatest champion
Punk really looking to drop the hammer now as he cinches in that Anaconda Vice.
And you can see him struggling to break this hold.
And new U.S. champion, CM Punk.
Here is your winner, and the new United.
Week after week, Cena's U.S. Open Challenge has been can't miss TV, but tonight is the biggest defense yet. CM Punk attempting to win his very first U.S. title. It's really the only major title he's never held.
Well, with that in mind, it really does feel like there's even more on the line here than just the U.S. title. The anti-authority versus the face of WWE. This is a clash of epic proportions.
Yeah, and I think Punk's trying to send a message to everyone here tonight. If he doesn't get what he deserves, he'll simply take it.
The John Cena U.S. Open Challenge has already given so many opportunities to up-and-coming talent in WWE. Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, even Bad News Barrett.
All great competitors, no doubt, but none of those talents are on the level of CM Punk.
I'm right here, guys.
This is going to be a close contest. Punk and Cena have such different and effective styles in the ring.
Yeah, every moment of this match is going to be dripped in drama as every near fall could be the one to end it. Can Punk's clever tactics really neutralize Cena's raw power? Or is Cena's heart and fighting spirit going to prove too much for the Second City Saint to overcome? And what does that title mean to each man? Going big here!
Taking a flight to nowhere.
Risked it all and lost it all.
That's going to hurt in more ways than one.
Impressive awareness from him.
Gentlemen, it is always a treat to see CM Punk and John Cena face off in a championship match. The last two times that Punk challenged Cena for a title held by the franchise, they were two of the greatest matches in WWE history.
CM Punk versus John Cena at Money in the Bank 2011 and their rematch at SummerSlam were both from the heavens.
Oh my God, what a move! Ooh!
Devastating elbow strike.
Oh, look at this, just cranking the head. That's gotta hurt.
Boom. I'm just going to ask this. Why has it taken CM Punk so long to answer the US Open Challenge? Is Punk intimidated by Cena nowadays? Remember, the last time these two stood face-to-face in the ring, Cena defeated Punk to earn a spot at WrestleMania.
Punk is not intimidated by any opponent. A part of me thinks Cena probably expected Punk to be one of his first challengers, and I don't know. I kind of felt like someone else was meant to answer the challenge, but Punk did it instead. Right here, right now, I truly believe John Cena is not ready for CM Punk.
The pin for the championship.
Cena retains.
Here is your...
A lot of interesting competitors have answered Cena's Open Challenge over the past few months. But Punk coming out here might be his biggest showdown yet.
There's no might about it, Cole. This is the biggest challenge yet. And this one certainly feels more personal. Punk has always resented Cena, and for a time he had Cena's number with multiple victories against the franchise.
I think Punk might be a bit jealous of what John's been able to accomplish since winning the title at WrestleMania. Punk's never held the US title, and you know he'd like to win it and become an even better champ than Cena.
The John Cena U.S. Open Challenge has already given so many opportunities to up-and-coming talent in WWE. Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, even Bad News Barrett.
All great competitors, no doubt, but none of those talents are on the level of CM Punk.
I'm right here, guys.
Oof. Running knee in the corner.
Back elbow completely cuts them off.
Quick, he ends the pin attempt for some reason. Russian leg sweep. Northern Lights.
You cannot understate how much of a mental advantage Punk has in this one. The best in the world has known for a long time he was going to answer John Cena's call tonight. But Cena, he just found out a few minutes ago.
Punk having the mental advantage is always troublesome to an opponent, but I speak from experience when I say that no matter how much the deck is stacked against John Cena, he will find a way to overcome the odds. He's called Big Match John for a reason.
Cena has to be feeling pretty confident with the champion's advantage on his side here.
Yeah, but you better believe that's only going to add fuel to the fire for Punk. This isn't just about what the U.S. title would mean to him. This is about dismantling Cena and proving once again that he's a better competitor than the franchise.
Guys, I've been doing this for almost 2 decades. The pin for the championship. And he easily stops the ref's count.
Could be in search of a second win now.
Just like that, Cena gets intercepted. CM Punk headed to the top rope.
Liftoff! Tremendous impact. Someone knows that if they want to hold gold at the end of the night, they have to pull out all the stops.
With the counter.
Maybe looking for a powerbomb here.
But right hands create separation and an escape. John Cena's been holding open challenges for nearly 4 months. Week in and week out, he's told the locker room, if you want some, come get some.
And many have taken some, even if none of those challenges have yet to pry that title from Cena's hands. You've got to think that Cena is not at 100% given the caliber of competition he's requesting each week. I believe CM Punk has the highest odds yet for a competitor who has answered this call.
Serious damage to the arm being inflicted here. Well-placed kick.
Gets out of dodge.
Not looking good in this position.
Oof!
Oof, that's going to echo in your ear for a bit.
CM Punk looking to end things here. GTS connects.
Could that be enough to gain the title? Turning it into the pin.
2. No, my, that was close.
And this is why they are the champ. The ability to survive even the worst their challengers have to offer.
Punk took his best shot, gave him every... roll up here. No, the champ holds on.
And you got to think he's just one final blow away from not kicking out next time.
And CM Punk is leaving no breathing room here.
Punk's technical prowess is proving hard to handle for Cena here. Oh man, a blow like that might have them seeing stars right now.
Oh, what a clothesline.
Sent into the corner. One step ahead there. Oh, nice scoop roll up for the win.
And the pin attempt is waved off. Proximity to the ropes playing a huge factor there.
Hooked up. Oh, shin breaker.
You can't see him.
Punk avoids the attack. Punk now with a quick dive under and a Uranagi converts it into the Anaconda Vice.
Cena with nowhere to go. Is Cena gonna tap out?
And new U.S. champion, CM Punk.
Here is your winner, and the new United States Champion, CM Punk.
Gentlemen, I think this is the start of a whole new chapter for CM Punk. He is the new United States Champion.
Punk just outsmarted, outlasted, and outperformed Cena tonight.
CM Punk, the best in the world, ready to prove that he truly is the best. Moments away from facing off against the phenomenal AJ Styles on the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk.
CM Punk has battled legends at WrestleMania. He's stolen the show. He's made history here. This is a familiar spot for CM Punk to be in. But AJ Styles, this is his first WrestleMania. His first time ever being on a stage this big. And Punk is well aware of that. No doubt, Punk's counting on that fact.
Yes, but it's not for a lack of talent or preparedness on Styles' part. Punk's not going to underestimate Styles just because he hasn't been to the dance, because he knows that AJ Styles can pick up the choreography quicker than just about anyone.
This is huge.
Well, much like every person in this 100,000+ crowd in hand, I have goosebumps like I've never felt before. This is going to be an all-time classic. And it may have taken years for AJ Styles to make it to WWE, but he is here now, competing on the biggest stage possible.
The biggest stage possible with the biggest bragging rights on the line. Who really is the best in the world?
From Gainesville, Georgia, weighing in at 218 pounds, the phenomenal one, AJ Styles.
Styles soaking it all in, the magnitude of this moment, of this match.
AJ Styles finally where he's always belonged, on the grandest stage at this showcase of the Immortals. Gentlemen, prepare yourselves. We're about to witness a classic for the ages, courtesy of the phenomenal AJ Styles and the best in the world, CM Punk. These two have come so far, but they have always been destined to meet here.
And this one should be a classic for the ages. Truly a dream match in every sense of the word. On the biggest stage in all of sports entertainment, WrestleMania.
Dream match is honestly just scratching the surface of how big this match is. There's been a professional rivalry between these two men spanning multiple promotions and continents. But tonight, it all finally comes to a head with the biggest spotlight imaginable.
We know Punk can handle the pressure, but can Styles?
Some intimidation tactics from CM Punk.
Preparing to take his best shot.
Ouch. Both CM Punk and AJ Styles are known to attract followers, whether it's a club or a society. Each man frequently has backup at their beck and call.
Well, I will thank you for not bringing up the new Nexus, Michael Cole, but I will tell you this much. I firmly believe this match will be a one-on-one affair. When it's a match of this caliber on a stage as big as WrestleMania, you don't want to leave any doubt as to who the better man is, and that doubt sets in the moment that reinforcements come into play.
Oh, what an axe handle.
Catches the kick.
Turned into a dragon screw.
What a counter. We are so lucky to be seeing CM Punk and AJ Styles facing off tonight. They have done battle in the past, crossing paths multiple times in the independent scene in the early 2000s.
Look, I'd pay top dollar to see any version of these two men facing off in the ring, but back then, AJ Styles wasn't quite phenomenal, and Punk had yet to become the best in the world.
Indeed.
Hit hard and straight into the pin.
Stops the ref count before 2.
He's not letting fatigue set in or get the better of it.
Turns that in his favor. Face first. Setting up. And he decides to let his opponent out of the hold.
Might have felt like he was losing a grip and didn't want the opposition to counter out of the submission.
It's just a phenomenal blitz there.
CM Punk has long considered himself an outcast. Most folks would have pegged him as a long shot to succeed in WWE. And once he arrived, he was never expected to beat.
AJ Styles rolling through. Calf crusher! Calf crusher!
CM Punk on the verge of submitting. This is unreal.
I can't believe Punk may tap out. This is going to be...
Are you kidding me?
An elbow. What a counter. Punk scaling the turnbuckles.
Perched up top.
A diving knee drop. Scaling the turnbuckle here.
Watch out.
Oh, and a knee to the face.
Consecutive high-risk maneuvers, and the pace of this match has certainly picked up.
Big night for AJ Styles making his WrestleMania debut. Punk has been here quite a few times. We've seen Punk fight fair at WrestleMania, but... Face first. Set, and the ropes will break the hold.
He certainly wanted to keep that submission on longer. Over the top and lands awkwardly outside.
He's got to mind the count-out rules as he heads ringside. Ah, look at this, just cranking it out.
Boom!
Gonna be agonizing for the arm.
And CM Punk is in control.
And at this pace, Punk's not gonna let Styles get his bearings anytime soon.
And Styles is going to need a phenomenal comeback to overcome CM Punk at this point. He'll make his way to the ring.
And AJ just taunting his opponent now.
Launched right out of the ring.
Perched up top. You gotta be kidding me. No matter who you are, when you crash on the floor, a searing pain races through your body. Ooh! CM Punk and AJ Styles are both absolute geniuses when it comes to in-ring IQ. Both have great striking and submission skills as well. But the outlying categories will be what defines this match.
I'm with you 100% on that, Corey. AJ, CM Punk, he's able.
AJ Styles looking to put this away. Hoists his opponent up into the...
Styles Clash connects. AJ has this wrapped.
Shoulders are down. Oh, not yet. They just got the shoulder up.
There is that legendary fighting spirit of Punk on full display.
And AJ used what has put so many men away in the past, but to no avail. Able to prevent Styles.
Punk's had enough. He's look.
Fends off the attack with an elbow.
AJ Styles has the leg trap, rolls through here.
Gets to the ropes, and the hold is released.
He's trying so desperately to get back to his feet.
Styles looking for it. Bodies are bruised. Egos are hurt. Wills have been tested, and neither Punk nor Styles is backing down yet.
We obviously knew this match was going to go the extra mile, but this is even more than I think any. CM Punk now connects with a Uranagi.
And for some reason, he just broke his own submission hold. And AJ reverses. Crank in the head.
CM Punk and AJ Styles are going to absolute war right now and doing it all for one thing: pride. Pride is the only thing keeping both.
CM Punk looking to turn out the lights.
Go to sleep. Styles wasn't ready. It could be over.
There's two. He kicks out somehow.
I don't know where AJ gets this from. About to be locked in. Here we go, guys. The rope's playing a little savior here.
Quick escape from danger there.
He's so strong, creates space. AJ Styles, look at the striking combo by Styles.
Phenomenal blitz.
Oh, a sliding elbow.
Like a bullet. Backbreaker.
What a lethal combination there.
Punk dodges out.
Face first. Send up.
It's locked in. The Koji clutch. AJ Styles is in trouble.
And Styles now. Is he going to tap out?
Couldn't fight the pain any longer. Has to tap.
Here is your winner, Punk.
You can't deny that both Punk and Styles gave their all in this match. Truly, we just witnessed a match for the ages.
And while AJ was just as phenomenal as he claims to be, CM Punk put his foot down and made perfectly clear to both AJ and the entire WWE Universe that he truly is the best in the world.